see. Let me see. Let me see if my shit working. I know mine be having problems too. I think mine usually be good though. That's crazy. And then like, hold on. You was? I,
Just north of the Delaware
I was
Expressway
determined
and
to.
east of
I was
Broad
de-
Street,
I
we
was
find
determined to get. I
ourselves
was
at
determined to get
Lincoln
back until I was running out
Financial
of time. But I was like, let
Field
me
in
hurry up and
South
get back. 'Cause I
Philly.
don't. That's important. Like the way we set our times. That's why I like how y'all do it. Like you can't waste nobody's time. If somebody give you a time, that 30-minute window. You know what I'm saying? That's I like that shit. That's the strongest thing I do like about. It. And I lost a couple times early when I first started, but. Nah, that's important. People on time. People got shit to do. You know what I'm saying? You can't be sitting around
It's
two
that
hours.
most
Nah, nah, nah,
wonderful
nah.
time of
I'm
the
setting
year,
it up
the
now. Good luck,
NFL
bro. I got
playoffs,
locked in.
as
You
we're
beat me last time, so
underway
I ain't
on
talking. I know
EA
you can be talking,
Sports.
but I ain't listening.
And the opening kickoff will now be
I'm
returned
gonna, I'm gonna
as
listen. I'm gonna
that
listen to your
will
commentator.
be a
I'm gonna
touchback.
laugh, but I'm about to lock in real quick. I, I know, bro. You last 10, you probably 9-1 against. I gotta win this one, bro. Uh, I appreciate it. I'll talk to you in a little while. Setting the stream up now.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Hurts throwing right away. Flushed out right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that ball's incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. He'll find his rookie wideout from Ohio State here. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down. Hurts. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that'll make it 3rd down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. In motion goes the tight end. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. From the gun, it's Hurts. To the right side and intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Hayes. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
2nd and 10. Oh, design run here for Ayuk. And he's out right at the 25. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Now a first carry here for their running back. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Hayes. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Rifles one, and it's going to be intercepted. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Great, set.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Throwing is Hurts. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
Hey, let's go.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Tiger swung.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now Hurts going to move him around. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
No touch. No touch.
They'll try and run for it. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's at 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? Just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
And that one going to be slowed up before it can really get going. Good work defensively to read the trickery and make the stop.
63.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles will strike first here, this wild card matchup. Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. Some strong running at the 20. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down. Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there, because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Hayes. Caught by Green on the out route. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Hayes. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
23 yards on the play.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
This will be caught at about the 5. And the Packers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they go to work on a 1st and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit points that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now a handoff looking right. Oh, what a move. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 57 yards rushing for him in this first half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. Right back to him on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Here's Hurts to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteeing he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And this pass caught by Gray. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. 57 yards. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Operating from the gun. Hayes finding Hardman here over the middle. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down. Operating from the gun. Hayes. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for, but it's going to be second down. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Back to throw again. That's complete out left to Ayuk. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 45-yard line. Off the play fake. Hayes. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he's taken down inside the 30. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Odafe Oweh charges in there hard and drops him for a loss of 12 from that outside linebacker position. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Hands it off out of the gun. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 13-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Back to throw. Hayes. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Only 3 there on the screen. It's second down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Here's 2nd and 7.
They'll let their wide receiver take this one. It's Diggs. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Now a stoppage for an injured player, and a lot of people holding their breath on this one right now. That's Stephon Diggs, who is shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, are going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
Down to the 42, second down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Throwing on second down. Hurts going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
The first down line at the 34 here on third down.
Tiger Hornet. Kyle Yeti.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a fourth down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar, and this will remain a one-touchdown game.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Hayes. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. And since they still have 10 yards to go, they'll just say, let's roll this over to third down and decline it.
Let's just be honest about it. If you can't get them off the field on 3rd and 10, then something's wrong with your defense anyway. No sense in taking that penalty.
From the gun on third down, Hayes. That is caught. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. They'll look to throw again. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Back to throw. Hayes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open just a split second too late on the release. Operating from the gun. Hayes escaping the pressure right. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's just a gain of a couple there on the screen.
He was on his way up.
It's third down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more
In
than
score.
that to keep him advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. And he will get this into the end zone.
I was surprised you didn't switch and close out. Damn.
A great effort there with his second touchdown
God
here in
damn.
this first half. And the Packers are an extra point away from
$100 game.
here in the final minute of
$100
the first
game.
half. This one tied at 14 now. As he
I was wondering why you ain't do nothing. Damn.
Yeah, we're left to bring it out here from the end zone. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Able to find Gray here. Broke a tackle, but not much room there ultimately. Just up past the 25 and no further. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number one. Third down and 6.
No touch. 73. No touch.
They'll set up to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Well, you can absolutely feel the thought process there. They just gave up the touchdown. So in the huddle, they're telling each other, you don't want to give it back now on a 3-and-out. Nice job of making sure that they wouldn't, and they pick up the first down.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Crowd left Yeti. Sixty-three. No touch.
He'll drop to throw. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one.
Great. Set. Crowd left Yeti. Hey, Silver. No touch.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, and maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
He'll buy some time right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
The kick by Elliott is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. Time for a break. We've hit halftime.
Smart.
2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Well, that'll be incomplete with the penalty marker down as well. And I think he was beyond the line of scrimmage when that ball left his hand.
Damn. I know, right?
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Looking to throw. Hayes. And his throw is incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it, whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Green, the tight end, in motion. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's that. I thought that was a pitch.
The third quarter is a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion, and more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And a good result there as that'll get out of bounds.
I'll take that.
Back at their 10-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
They go play action with Hurts.
He's going to look deep down the field. He's got him in. Complete. Down to the 10. And he is into
Good shit, bro.
the zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
And that flag accepted.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
And not willing to risk a return, this ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off play action. Hayes. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Brandon Ayuk.
This is the same play you just scored with.
And the Packers are back within a score. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game. But they were able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Second down and 3.
Great, set. Go Silver, ready?
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A big play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Elliott now to add the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And CD, you know, sometimes you don't need those complicated game plans or the added wrinkles. Last time, now you think about it, couldn't have been any simpler. One play, one pass, touchdown.
I know those coaches put a lot of work into this game plan, but I don't think they mind possessions like that at all. They just saved those calls for this possession instead.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Green, the tight end, in motion. 2nd and 6. Going underneath to the tight end, Green. Mecole Hardman. Touchdown, Packers. Mecole Hardman, 66 yards. And the Packers.
I hate these cheap plays. I hate these motherfuckers. I hate that shit, bro. I think that shit should be nobody playbook. They don't do nothing. It just throw everything up. That's why I say this why it's cheap. Yeah, I agree.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and
Love, especially next year. Yes. Next year. Okay. Good.
They'll run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the
because at the end.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Their
Yep.
lead down to a
Yep.
field goal now as they start with a
I
first
agree.
and 10.
God damn, that tight end fast as shit.
Complete.
What the fuck?
Look at
That
the big
nigga
throw
speed.
go. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort
God
there.
damn.
70 yards. And the Eagles get
Damn.
another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Elliott on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Come on up here, put the juice on the table.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And this will get out of bounds. No worries there, though. That still goes as a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. They'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Going deep for Diggs. This is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. It's a big play there for Green Bay. And even 40 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Hayes. Touchdown, Packers. Brandon Ayuk with now his second touchdown of this third quarter. And the Packers have cut it back within a score.
That's crazy.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now.
Makes the score Eagles 38, Packers 35.
So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago, they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes. It's not about what's called.
Yeah, that's crazy, especially with the X Factor let up.
Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing?
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Hey, easy, 63, bang!
Hurts. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Now, whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. 2nd and 7.
Hey, 73, 73.
Throwing is Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Well, yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he
God
gets
damn.
inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender, because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Being chased out left. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up
Hey, easy, 63, 63, bang.
Here's Hurts to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles are able to add on to that lead. Circle that drive, because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes, because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Elliott good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
It's another 1st down, as this time they get an even 20.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. This is caught, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there, with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Packers are back within a score. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is down to a field goal. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter, despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
73.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 80 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Back to throw now on first down. Over the middle, complete. It's Gray. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
But Charles, what a rookie season he had catching the football, over 1,000 yards on the year, and he comes through there with a nice grab.
And we've seen wide receivers in recent years come in and have big years right away. And you think about Justin Jefferson in 2020, 1,400 yards and huge impact.
Well, this is taken in. It's good.
God damn.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort
Good.
there.
God damn.
9 yards. And the Eagles will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Elliott good with a PAT, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. Now a handoff as they run left side. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
From the gun on 3rd down. Hayes. His pass caught at the 4. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And a 2-score game, obviously. Every play at a 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Operating from the gun. Hayes. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, this defense knows. 4th quarter, they need to make a play. That one was right for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. second and goal. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Hayes. And it's caught. And it's a Packers touchdown.
Go. Let's go. Let's go.
His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers have made it a one-score game.
I thought you had me. I thought you had me.
Now the extra point
Hey,
try
man.
forthcoming. And the lead is down to a field goal now. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
I thought you were sitting right there in that cut.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
Whew.
Already
Not at all.
this Philly offense set to go. And this a very important drive leading in the 4th quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here 1st down. 92 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
And in a situation like this,
Oh,
you're in the
touchdown.
2nd half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up a 1st down.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is caught at the 10-yard
I'll take that.
line. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. Flush to his right. And
Yeah,
he
I
just
take that.
throws this one
I
away.
take that.
Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And down here, 1st and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
Good shit.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. This 2nd and 4. His throw incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
The Packers on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 4.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. On first down, he'll drop to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's second down.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to it and hold it for just a short gain.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And this will be a Packers first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. Looking to throw. Hayes. Pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Odafe Oweh picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Hindsight is 20/20.
I wasn't going to. They look too open.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Operating from the gun, Hayes. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under his
Yeah, he don't know where it's found. Right.
This offense 2 for 2 on third downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Good game, bro.
For the 3rd time thus far. And the Eagles are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Looking deep downfield. It's caught at the 10.
Good game. I hate that play.
Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. 51 yards. And the Eagles use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They are most likely staring at a cold end of their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far. And they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with the 1st and 10.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Back to throw. Hayes. And his throw is going to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to get this down inside the 40 before he's finally ridden out of bounds. No reason not to try it there. They do indeed convert on fourth.
Well, give them credit. They're going to stay and fight this out to the end. Fourth down, you've got to go for it. And they not only convert, but pick up some good yardage as well.
Looking to throw. Hayes. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. Operating from the gun. Hayes. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball down.
Yeah, I missed
as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Back to throw again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Oh, and that is incomplete. The Packers are able to pick up the first. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Well, they were 2 for 3 on 4th down tries. Now they're unsuccessful. That brings them down to 50%.
But that's a percentage you have to feel pretty good about. You know, 2 for 4, 2 for 3 before that. If they finally get stopped again, that's okay. That's the type of team that'll keep pressing. In this situation, they'll continue to go for it.
Lucas Van Ness in there on the tackle.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
.38-yard line, 2nd and 9. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
3rd down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
The Eagles send
I'm surprised you ain't been through it to him.
Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter.
Yeah.
And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. Fair catch, 7-4, and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level. As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Hayes. And this throw incomplete.
One hand. One hand.
And it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That is caught. Before he takes it inside the 40. 8th catch for him. He's been a big factor, and it's a 1st down. They'll look to throw again.
He jumped high as a bitch, bro. He jumped high as a...
At their own 37-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do.
All right, makes
Get
sense.
through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And you'd have to say they have done what they set out to do in this wild card round. It won't get easier from here, of course, but they'll certainly have some momentum built up for when they hit the road in the divisional round next weekend.
I wonder if they're wandering back to the huddle thinking to themselves, can we just hit rewind and go back a play? Definitely not the down they wanted to begin this drive by giving up a sack. But for the defense, that's exactly how they drew it up.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he was.
It's so slow, too.
And now it's 3rd down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. As the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. The Eagles send out their punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. Now a fair catch called for and taken here, and that'll set up his guys in great field position. So possession goes over here on the punt. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time
For real?
this contest. So from the 39 now, they'll come
I thought I was tripping. I heard somebody else doing that shit the other day.
trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to
I knew he was going to come back there. I knew he was going to come back there and get it. Good game, bro.
And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 33. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions.
He just popped out of nowhere. I seen him at the last minute.
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
He's going to air one out. It's caught inside the 25.
And he'll take it into the end zone.
He
for
good.
Eagles touchdown.
You good, bro? You know how I'm going for what the score is.
66
That was a good game.
yards. And the Eagles continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
Good game, bro.
With a PAT, and the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last